Welcome to this introduction to our advanced manufacturing and inventory control software from Infotech Systems. This SQL-based family of software modules, known as Amex SQL for short, has been specifically designed with the flexibility and power to address your company's unique inventory control challenges. The Amex SQL software is modular in design with the inventory module at its core. Modules can be mixed and matched depending on your requirements and budget. Additional modules can be added later with no loss in the seamless integration of data across all modules. The inventory module is at the heart of the Amex SQL family of solutions. Here the inventory records are maintained and every inventory transaction is tracked, no matter how or where those transactions originated. Amex SQL is also barcode ready for easy deployment of either wireless or batch barcode data collection. Setting up wireless barcode capabilities is as easy as setting up a wireless laptop connection. The Amex SQL purchase order module handles all phases of purchase order generation and receiving. You can also change the Amex SQL purchase order number to reflect an external PO generated in other software like SAP. The Amex SQL sales order module is designed to enter, track, and ship customer orders from your inventory. But it's also a very powerful tool if you need to track inventory for a project or a job. The customer order, project, or job, once entered, can be used to automatically generate purchase orders and work orders with each line item tied directly back to the sales order or project or job. The work order module is designed to track the inventory as it goes through the assembly or mixture, repair, or disassembly process. For example, in an assembly work order, the component inventory is consumed and the finished assemblies are produced and received into finished inventory. In addition to tracking the inventory, work orders can be linked to sales orders, projects, jobs, and purchase orders to help you tie everything together. These key modules, with barcode being optional, form the basic building blocks of a full-function Amex SQL solution, but there's also a supporting cast of add-on modules that can be deployed as needed. The quality module currently handles incoming material inspection and tracks the MRB disposition of rejected parts. Amex SQL can also be modified to track in-process and final inspection dispositions. The RMA module tracks incoming return or repair RMAs from your customers only. Ask us if you need modifications to also track your RMAs back to your suppliers. Amex SQL also offers you an accounting interface to QuickBooks and Peachtree if you have those accounting software packages installed. Next, we'll look at each module in a bit more detail, but we always encourage you to contact us directly and let our experienced team help you decide which Amex SQL modules and solutions are the best combination for your company. Because the Amex software is built upon an SQL Server database, there are many different ways that your inventory data can be accessed. Directly through the Amex SQL user interface on the desktop, through the Amex SQL Internet browser, which works from anywhere. You can also query your SQL Server data with Microsoft Excel. Data can also be imported and exported to and from Excel. We've also developed custom barcode reader programs that not only collect and transfer data, but can also wirelessly query the database for the inventory status of a scanned item. And finally, you can use an external report generator like Crystal Reports to get completely customized reporting. Amex SQL will allow you to maintain separate inventory records in multiple warehouses, while being able to set up multiple locations and location groups within each warehouse. The system tracks all lot or batch numbers and serial numbers of both component inventory and finished products. The inventory is increased as you receive new inventory from purchase orders, work orders, or any other miscellaneous incoming material movement. You pick and deplete inventory for customer shipments, components being pulled for production, or any other outbound material movement. You can do single item or bulk transfers of inventory internally between locations, warehouses, or projects. Amex SQL will also generate packing lists and bills of lading along with other specialized forms such as a DD1149 or DD250. You can allocate inventory to specific projects, to sales orders for customers, or to the shop floor for work orders. If you deploy a wireless barcode system to do data collection, the inventory database can be queried for the status of any scanned or manually entered item. There is a complete inventory report generator that allows you to filter and sort inventory by part number, location, warehouse, item types, and more. One of the most important features of the Amex SQL inventory software lies in its ability to track all inventory transaction history. The system records the complete history of every inventory transaction that happens in the system, whether done manually or automatically through another module. This maintains complete part traceability of inventory from start to finish. Amex SQL supports both wireless and non-wireless batch barcode readers with custom user interfaces into the inventory data. These interfaces are used to perform several different functions and transactions. Receive and pick both serialized and non-serial parts. Use barcode readers on the shop floor to collect actual labor time to a work order. Transfer inventory between locations or warehouses. You can query the database for inventory status. Use barcode readers for data collection during physical inventory cycle counts. And within Amex SQL itself, you'll be able to generate basic item number, serial number, and location labels. With the help of third-party software, you can generate just about any type of barcode label you might need. The Amex SQL sales order can be used to track customer orders for your products if you are a made-to-order or made-to-stock company. This module can also be used to track project or job-related material that are purchased and picked towards the project or job. Each and every task of the project or job can be maintained as a line item. Likewise, if you are a service-oriented company, each line item of the sales order could be the service line item, and the time and material spent could be associated towards that line item in the sales order. Some key features of the project's sales order module include: enter and maintain all customer order items and deliverables. Add customer pricing or project budget pricing to the order's line items. You can also request material by project or job or customer sales order. And from these requests you can generate project or customer-specific requisitions and purchase orders. If you use other software to generate purchase orders, that system's PO numbers can also be tracked to the Amex project. You can ship lot or batch controlled, serialized, or basic parts. The system will print packing lists with serial numbers or lot or batch numbers. Any special documents can also be printed at the time of shipment, including a bill of lading, DD1149 or DD250. Let us know if you have any other special document requirements. And finally, Amex SQL maintains a complete history of shipments to complete the parts traceability cycle. The Purchase Order module in Amex SQL is used to create and track regular purchase orders and dropship purchase orders or requisitions. Purchase orders can be created directly or from other modules. Multiple line items with unlimited notes per line item can be created. You can associate supplier catalog part numbers to your line item numbers. Attach documents and drawings to a PO and automatically print them with the PO. Receive these line items using the desktop or barcode readers. Receive batch or lot controlled items with expiration dates or serialized items and keep track of the receipt and history. Each receipt is recorded with a separate receiver number. Optionally, process the received items using our Quality Assurance module, including the disposition of rejected items. Outside services such as anodizing or heat treating can be handled easily using our PO module. If outsourcing of assembly is a part of your business, MX SQL offers the supplier kit feature, which allows you to pick from inventory the components and receive the finished assembly. The purchase order module is tightly integrated to the other main modules of inventory, sales order, and work order. For example, you can trigger the system to generate POs for all components needed to build a sales order or project line item, and those POs will then be tied to that customer order or project. You can use min-max quantities to suggest and generate new purchase orders for stocking inventory. Use Excel to query and view purchase order and PO receipts data from Amex SQL. The extended functionality of the SQL database allows you to do things like trigger email notifications when certain internal Amex functions are run, like a PO receipt. The system will maintain supplier warranty information right on the original PO for received inventory items. The Amex SQL PO module is very flexible and can meet your challenging demands, and our support team is always ready to work with you. A work order is an internal order created within your company and is used to signal the start of a process. This process may include value-added process, such as machining from a simple raw material and convert to a finished product, or putting together a simple kit, or putting together a list of components or parts list and making a subassembly or final assembly, or mixing a set of ingredients to make a batch of a certain mixture, or taking an engineering bill of materials with revision control to a production bill of material for an assembly, or simply picking up different parts for a specific project or job. In other words, if one or more parts are picked for any purpose other than shipping to a customer, the Amex SQL work order module is the answer. In the work order, you can use any of the pick methods, FIFO, LIFO, or random, with FIFO being the default method. You can track the work in process within the system. Batch or lot, serialized and non-serialized parts can be tracked as they are picked and pulled for production work orders. You can also allocate parts for a specific work order from the work order module, or optionally create these work orders from sales order and allocate during creation. In addition to tracking parts, you can track labor using work order operational routings. Using barcode readers for the work order module will simplify the process with fewer errors. Barcode labels automatically print on work order shop travelers to make using barcode readers a fast and easy way to process work orders. You can receive items from a work order that are lot or batch controlled or with serial numbers. This helps you maintain configuration control and parts traceability. The Quick Close feature allows you to automatically receive finished items, pick all the items in the work order by FIFO basis with just one click. You can query shop floor data via Excel or via internal Amex SQL work order reports. In Amex System Administration, you can set up access to different areas based on the user's login credentials. You can set up read-only access on specific screens or simply not allow them to a specific menu choice. If you're using multiple warehouses, you can set up specific warehouse permissions. System field labels such as item number can be renamed to SKU number or part number for your company. Likewise, system prompts and messages can also be customized to better fit your company. System administrators can also monitor the logged-in users at any time and delete their SQL Server session if their desktop system crashes. Please contact us for a live demo and a custom configuration. Thanks again for your time. We hope to hear from you soon.